from me, you bald motherfucker!
They were the harbingers of the fall, these children of dust. And they lit the forest with their fires, and then split it with their blades. We crept back, shapeless in the darkness, silent in the trees. But shadows are few in this age of mortals. The light beckons.
Ayten welcomes all visitors. Those who don't cause trouble, anyway. Enjoy your stay in Ayten. Ayten welcomes all visitors. Those who don't cause trouble, anyway.
Stranger to Ayten, I'm the law in this town. Keep the peace and you are welcome to stay. If not, then you had best leave. If you need to trade, visit Banron, our smithy, and Askell deals in alchemy, and there's a general dealer staying at the inn. Town's becoming harder to protect. We get weaker every season, and the freemen know it. I do what I can, but we keep losing ground. Rond Farm burned not long ago, but it's too dangerous to investigate. I am the law of the town. Ayten needed protection, and I didn't see anyone else willing to do the job. I took it upon myself to keep Ayten safe. Someone needed to do it. Used to be peaceful farmland before the war was on. Now it's some scratched-up dirt, home to Ayten and those murderous freemen. Keep the peace.
You must be the messenger. Let's keep this quick, shall we? Do you have the ambassador's daggers? Her reputation's bigger than her boat. When I heard she's taken a diplomatic position, I just about choked on my tongue. I'd never want to end up trapped in there like that. I like my skies blue and my air fresh. Nothing natural should be so closed off. True, it's a city packed to the walls with Alfar, but it also has the best dames and drinks in all of Amalur. If you know where to look, that is. What is it you want to know? We're a fiercely protective people. We see what should be done and we do it. Mistakes can be made if it leads to success. I was beginning to worry I had risked running into bandits or Tuatha for nothing. This information better be worth it. Thank you for coming all this way. I will pass the ambassador's message on to the war captain. Be safe.
Soul of the Traveler is at your service. Been a while since I saw someone coming through Ayten. I'm not from here myself. I know it's got an inn and it's close to Talarain, which is good for me. I mostly come here to recuperate and sell my findings between excursions. Most would say it's a monster-ridden wasteland. However, if you can deal with those beasts, then there's much treasure to be found there. Little for one to find here in the sticks, and some people like that, I suppose. The only real worry are those damn freemen harrying the roads, giving thieves a bad name. The travelers are good traders and better treasure hunters. If there's gold, a traveler can always sniff it out. Come again?
There's a bed if you're stopping over, a tankard if you're thirsty, and a fire to warm by in the Golden Plains Inn. Always open. Heard about the fire at Rond Farm? It's dreadful, and what's more, what if their madness spreads? There's not much in terms of services in town. Besides the inn, you've got Banron and his smithy Askell, and his alchemy shop. Ayten started as a trading post between Dalentarth and Rathir. For a while, we even saw some profit, until the war. Now, few come and nobody stays. Have you heard of their trouble? Every day they're still sick. The front lines go without the grain they need. Their stores can't last forever. It is a wasteland, nothing but monsters and ruins. Just some burned-out farms and this trading post. Different from Talarain east of here. But we've our share of problems. Rond Farm, for example, or the Freemen. Even Ratifer's causing a ruckus. Always open.
Finally, someone who doesn't look like they'd keel over in a gentle breeze. The name's Kellis Sen, and no, I'm not from around Ayten. Looking to kill a little time? I have a cup and some dice. Care to toss for some coin? Or perhaps I could read your cards. It's a small, quiet town with not much more than a few tradesmen. The most exciting thing for these townsfolk is the sight of an unfamiliar face traveling through. I am a gambling man, stranger. Anytime you want to give the dice a roll, I'll be ready to place a bet. Getting harder to find a quiet spot in the plains, but Ayten never gave me much cause for fuss or worry. You look elsewhere in Erethel, you find unrest and chaos, but the Wolds, well, it's meeting its destiny quietly. Very well. Let's each bet a small purse of coin to keep things interesting. There's 2 games we can play. High roll, whoever rolls higher wins, or range roll. Guess a range of numbers for you to roll in. Which will it be? All right, let's toss the dice. Well, I guess I didn't win after all. Care to dice again? Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Another time, maybe.
Take a seat and grab a tankard, stranger. Just keep your business quiet. Always.
Ah, well, her prying ears won't bother my people anymore. Our road lies clear. What the Varani have planned for Issa is for the best. A time will come when we will repay our debt to you. Until that day comes, take these. I am Ambassador Brenner. If you wish to deal with the Varani, I am your contact.
Hail, Wanderer. Would you spare a moment? I have a favor to ask you. It was not always the empty place you see now, but it has become little more than a stopping point between Dalentarth and Rathir for travelers. Not much to speak of, just another soul wandering the plains trying to get by. This used to be a peaceful place full of farmlands. It is still a quiet place, but now the freemen are lurking around just looking to murder and thieve. In appearances, perhaps, I'm just an alpha that needs your help. I have a few belongings to sell, and unfortunately, I've done little to endear myself to Ayten's folk. Will you sell them in my stead? The arrangement is simple. I give you an item and you sell it. I take a cut, you keep the profit. And will repeat until I have nothing to sell. Understand? I thought you had the look of a trader about you. I have several items for you to sell. If you prefer, you could just buy them all now from me and sell them later. You will? I did not think that I would be as lucky as that. These are my personal effects. You should be able to sell them around town for more than what I charged you. Thank you for your coin, stranger. I will use it to buy passage to Melsenshire, to the war front. Now, I must go. Hello again, stranger. I believe our business has concluded. It was not always the empty place you see now, but it has become little more than a stopping point between Dalentarth and Rathir for travelers to use.
Careful when wandering outside of town. There's Freeman lurking around every corner.
Strangers strange come to Ayten. Few come by these roads nowadays. A hard gaze falls on Ayten. Many are the burdens and few are the reliefs. Someone must go to Ayten Circle. Someone must call the Erethel. Though our wheat grows strong, the citizens do not. We sowed a crop that was untimely reaped. We need intervention, lest we end up like Talarain, a monument to nothing, with kobolds and raiders squabbling over our bones. Flutter away. You come again, and so I ask, will you go to Ayten Circle? Will you call the Erethel through song? The last remaining farm in the Wolds. There has been much talk of it, how Denrit and Allred Rond have gone mad. Even Finwick refuses to investigate, so wary is he of catching the madness. Hoping to hear a song for coin from old Nell. I haven't sung for years, stranger, not since the war started. Ratifer. After a decade, he begs me payment for the ring, and so his promise is finally broken. Very well. I should be lucky to die unmarried rather than a widow. A forgotten spot in these plains. The land still bears grain, but few reap the crops they did before the war. Only Ron Farm stands, and Flame has gutted it. The others have fallen into the hands of the freemen, bandits, marauders. I see you have a ring, tarnished green and old as Nell has grown. Bought it off old Ratty, did you? The poor drunk dear. I have the coin you seek, from a dowry never taken, for a bride never wed. A circle of the windstones nearby. When the voices from its stones sing a certain melody, the Erethel will come and end our tribulations. Each stone is a voice in the song. When all have sung in their part, the Erethel will appear. But if not, dark things for these dark times will show instead. The stones. I am unworthy. I do not think they will sing to me. You must go. It must be you. Make the stones sing their song. You will? Ayten Circle is to the south of town. Each stone carries a note of the song. In the right order, they form the song as it was to be sung. But they will not suffer a cacophony. If the songs you play will not call the Erethel, it will call darker things for these dark times. Everyone knows the song. It starts on the highest note and descends down the scale. Wait a moment. Perhaps it was start at the lowest note and descend up. Well, something like that anyway. Flutter away.
Welcome to Ayten. Welcome to the Clanging Hammer. Don't see many new faces in Ayten these days. My forge is open. Before Talarain fell to ruin, it was Ayten's fields and villagers that stocked and supplied the various citadels there. But the war hit us hard. Bandits plagued the roads. Even Rond Farm has burned to soot. They have been lingering around the wolds. Be cautious on the roads out there. Those freemen like to sneak up on wanderers. It's quiet here. Farmland mainly. But between Rond Farm and the freemen, we've got our own worries. This is Ratifer's, isn't it? I recognize the work. My father did it. They're pretty tarnished, and I don't really have the time to work them now. But I'll take them off your hands. Here you go. Forge is yours, whenever you need.
Need a bed? Gordon runs the inn. He can see you to one. Got a few other visitors staying there as well. Huh? I'll take a look at what you've got. They're certainly weathered, but there's something about these daggers. I'll part with a few coins for them. Here you are. Oh, really? Someone finally answers to my posting? Well, do you have anything to turn in? I didn't think you'd be all talk. Since you seem like the genuine article, I'll give you a special incentive. I'll pay for each armband you bring me, but bring me a handful, show me you're making a dent in those bastards, and I'll see you're paid proper. Keep the peace.
Good day, traveler.
For a minute I thought the damn freeman had fancied to rob me. Welcome! I offer some alchemical items if you are interested. If not for the slim flow of traffic between Rathier and Dalentarth, it would likely not exist anymore. It's been worse since the war. In a few decades, we'll probably be like Talarain, completely ruined. Ruffians and bandits. They're scattered all over the wolds. It's dangerous wandering outside of town. My wife and assistant. She helps me run the shop, although sometimes she creates more problems than she fixes. It's quiet here, and I can appreciate that. But as the days pass and travelers grow scarcer, it becomes ever more difficult to make a living out here. I am an alchemist, not a dealer in petty baubles and refuse. Wait a moment. That kerchief. It's woven of Canarok gossamer. Perfect for a solvent cloth. I spoke too soon. Here is coin for the object. I shall buy it at once. Very well. If you're heading east to the ruins of Talarain, or heading to the warfront, I suggest you stock up here. Very well.
You should speak with Askell if you're here to shop.
He won't even let me keep the books anymore after my last mistake. I want to help him, but he won't let me near his ledgers. Askell is the owner of the shop and my husband. If you would like to make a purchase, you should speak with him. Bandits and thieves that have been seen around the walls. They won't think twice of killing you for any valuables. That is the wasteland, southeast of here. Long ago, it was a grand citadel, ruled over by the Astor family. It's since fallen to ruin. You'll find monsters there, amongst ancient treasure. The walls aren't much if you're looking for excitement. At least, not before the war turned those freemen loose on us. Well, if you can undo my mistake, perhaps Askell will let me help him again. I sent out several invoices the other day, but I made a slight arithmetic error that might cost us dearly. None of the customers seem to have noticed yet. Can you recollect those invoices discreetly? Oh, thank you. There's 5 invoices in total. 4 went to the townsfolk. The last was to go to the War-Sworn Fortress, Helmgard, with a traveling merchant. When you have them all, bring them back to me. Oh, and don't mention this to Askell. 4 of them were given out to the townsfolk. The last was to be sent to Helmgard Keep, the War-Sworn base, so I gave it to a merchant traveling that way. Nice talking to you.
A customer?
Back for more smithy work? Or looking to use the forge on your own? Either way, forge is yours whenever you need.